Well, hello, good evening. How's it going, guys? Thought it might be not quite nice to do a Monday night stream for once. I don't think I've actually done one yet. I might have done. I can't remember. But anyway, so tonight we're going to be carrying on with Sway Tower again, getting this build completely finished this week because I want to put out a nice time-lapse video on it for Saturday. The plan for today is going to be just getting the gardens finished, getting some more little bits and bobs going with it. But I actually have built some stuff more during the sort of bit between the streams. I'll show you guys what we will we ever be able to request music. So I don't want to do copyrighted music because I upload all of these streams to YouTube. So I just try and keep this this playlist I've got here in the background going. So even the playlist, it's just like a musical channel that I've linked into on YouTube. I put a comment into my description saying this is where the music comes from. They go, yeah, that's fine. I've tried before with playlists of actual music. Every so often an advert pops in and ruins the flow, so I think this is the only thing I'm going to go for now until I find something a bit better. I mean, I get quite bored of this music as well, but the idea of having copyrighted music that you guys request and then put on is a big no for me, because I do like to keep all of these videos going up on YouTube because it just helps with growing the channel and giving you guys more ideas and understanding of how to build in this style. Because yes, I'll be the first to hold my hand up and say I'm not the best at making videos explaining what I'm doing, mainly because there's so much going on in a video, it's hard to get it all out. So anyway, let's get into the video, into this stream, and I'll show you guys what we're doing today. So here we are back at Sway Tower, and you may be wondering, hang on, it's got a bit smaller. Has it got a bit smaller? No, it's actually over there. So what I've done is I've built the second, or the first Sway Tower, the original prototype tower. You're the best at building in this style though. Well, okay, yeah, I think for me it's still a learning curve actually. I don't feel like I'm actually at the point where I'm now happy enough to share all my ideas yet. Because it's so new to me still that I'm trying to, I can't teach and learn at the same time, if that makes sense. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, here we have this lovely little version of Sway Tower. This is based upon the real one that was then not demolished but just left as a prototype while they built the second one. And you can see the second one obviously is a lot bigger, a lot girthier, a lot more impressive. So what else have we been doing during the break in between streams? Well, last stream we started building this here. This was Sway Court, and if you watched that stream last time, you would notice we only built the front facade. Now I have this lovely back facade as well. I've come around to the front instead of the back, and the Belvedere Tower is on, and then we got the back with this nice little veranda here. So yes, really wish I could be there. I believe you can. We've opened the server up now to Whiteburgians in our Discord to come over and join us. I've added several names to the list of the whitelist today, so I can quickly check that if you send me a DM on Discord with your IG in it, and we can get you going. So let's have a look at that quickly. So it does say you're already whitelisted into the server. Yes, but I'm the one with the problems. That's the thing. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were saying you couldn't get on because of the whitelisting. No. So we have allowed it now for guests to come on who are members of our community. So over here, Limbo has built a lovely little farm just to add a bit more depth to this landscape. There'll be more of these across the place. This area here is just going to be sort of a field that just gets cut off at the river. I'm going to put a bush along here and some more bushes along these roads. So we'll get onto that once we finish off the main building for today. I'm zooming in here. This is going to be like a little gate lodge type building just to control the gate here off the main road. So let's get in with that. I saw that. That's really cool. Yeah, he's done a good little job there. I like that. It's a nice little farm. Oh, so much progress. Yes. So this is now Sway Court, which is just the big house in the area. So I'm going to be finishing off the gardens and the area around here. So I want to get started with this little lodge building. So it's going to have the windows lining up against this side. So might do it 2 wide windows. That'll probably look alright. It's just going to be a single story building. And this will just be where the gatekeeper lives, who will come out, open the gate every so often, let people in, and do that sort of thing. But this is the sort of stuff that you need to add to these sorts of builds just to keep them feeling a little bit more realistic. I don't think we want those too high. Maybe just small little windows like that. Perfect. So how is everyone today? How is your Monday going? So what's that? I noticed you went with the white concrete. Yes. It was mainly a choice while building just to stop things from falling through. Because I didn't really want to keep messing around with white concrete powder all the time. So I went for white concrete in the end, but this one I'm going to build out a white concrete powder because I think it will look alright. Is that going to work better like that? Or are we going to have some smaller windows? You can see this is the nightmare I was given while I was trying to build this place. I think this build's a little bit too small for that. But yeah, so this... I don't know. This video is going to be out, I think, Saturday, and it's going to be hopefully quite a good one. So the format I've been thinking about for it is slightly different to my Let's Build Walhampton as well. A little bit, quite different. And it's going to be all about sort of a nice cinematic introduction this time. Just so people get a quick little glance of it. Nothing much, just like small little snippets, like not even 5 seconds long. Just keep changing quickly with a bit of music. I'm then going to come in with the actual intro and just say about what this series is all going to be about and what other videos you can expect to see from it. And then it's going to sort of crack into a little bit of history of the real life monument. And then I think the build's going to be around 4 or 5 minutes long, sort of section of me talking about the build, giving people a bit of history, a bit of understanding, a bit of just techniques I've used. And then we'll move on to it being maybe a 5-10 minute little showcase around the building itself. So I can walk around here, give a bit more of a backstory to what I've done, give a bit more of an idea of what's going on. When will there be a new Let's Build Walhampton episode? Well, I'm debating. I think I might carry on the docks for the next one because they haven't had anything done to them for a little while. So we can get the docks done for the next episode. Let's Build Walhampton. I'm going to have to start making it again, but it's going to be a couple of weeks, I would say. Those videos aren't easy just to chuck out the door. They take a couple of weeks worth of work. Next week, next Saturday, I'm going to have to put out the updated version of the server update, which would be a nice little video to do because we got a new builder on today. So I'd like to welcome Mr. Goose to everyone. He is here currently. Well, not the best connection, but he is starting up the town of Ansbury, sorry. Currently he's just building, well, landscaping the area up because it's just a desert I've given him at the moment to work with. And from that, he's going to be building a lovely British town with some European influences on it. So it will be great to see what he ends up doing. Right, so the doorway is going to be around this side. Yeah, so that's the thing with the Let's Build Walhampton series. They take me a long time to do. It's my own fault for not doing more at the beginning. I really neglected it, but it's a difficult one to keep going constantly and constantly. But we will get there. We'll get to the end of Walhampton, and then we can start on Sutton, which is what I'm really excited about at the moment. Ah, Carter, welcome. You finally discovered that you're on the whitelist and you can now come in. So, good evening. So no longer will you have to wait for me to show you around. You can now come on and have a look yourself and see what's what. But yeah, so excellent. Right, just going to put this little place together. I think we'll put the door in there and then we can get rid of that piece there. Sorted. I can come down one. So you may be questioning, why didn't you show all of this building on the stream, or why have you not streamed the rest of this little construction? I just sat down last night and had a little build. That was it, really. I just fancied a little bit of a break from video creation because I was up really quite late on Friday night, I think it was, or Saturday night, getting the tutorial out. I knew this morning. I just got back from a job interview. Oh, how did that go? I hope it was successful. I'm not sure about that. They're really high quality, so it would be weird if they took short amounts of times to make. Yeah, I know that's the problem. They are not small little videos. Originally, I wanted to do them every 2 weeks, but then I started making other videos of different things, and things just get in the way of making them. That's the unfortunate truth, which is annoying because I really like them and I wanted them to do well, but it would seem that the series has sort of reached not an end, but a sort of a plateau at the second. So I will come back and try and sort that out at some point in the future. As in, when I get around to doing the seaside town, I'm going to be sort of trying to get as many videos out as I can in that first month, just to get a lot of hype going for it. It went well. I'm now a deli and meat clerk. Ah, congratulations. That's great. That's not how you spell congrats, but yes. With the server privileges, will it last forever or just for as long as we are Twitch subbed, etc.? So the Twitch sub, it isn't a reason. We're not doing pay for access. The reason we have whitelisted you guys today is because you are somewhat active in the community over on the channel, over on Discord and that, and here on Twitch. So it's more about being part of our community and being, you know, in and amongst what's going on, rather than just buying like a Patreon and getting onto it. So it will last for as long as we deem that you are, one, obeying the rules, and two, a valued member of our community. So, you know, it's not an indefinite, this is it now, you can come on here. We'll review it once a month just to see where we're at. And yes, like last stream, me and you, yeah, I know. Exactly, so that's why I thought of you, you know, because you are definitely a member of this community who just likes to see what's going on. But yeah, I didn't really realise it was 9 o'clock here in the UK. It suddenly sort of dawned on me that it was a lot later than I was anticipating to get on. So I do apologise, but here we are, just getting this little building in. So this is just a small little house. We're going to have, so this is where the main garden's going to be. It's not a great big garden. They've got more land over this side for a garden. Oh yeah, forgot about it. The walled garden we've got to do as well. So we'll get onto that at some point in today's video, and putting in the last little bit of wall up through there and some bushes. But yeah, I just want to get a little bush along here, so it sort of cuts this garden off a little bit. And then we'll get this place finished up. So I was saying this is just going to be a single story house. That's what we're going to do here. Bungalow, if you wish. So we're going to use the same motif as this. I think I'm happier with how I've set my stream up this time, so you can see the chat a bit better. I didn't like the whole big blue box I gone for on the last stream. It didn't really look very professional when I watched it back. It was all not laggy as such. It was just like pixelated, and I went, that's not going to cut the mustard. So I've taken it back to where it was originally, moved it over to the right hand side. I mean, obviously when we're doing stuff on white you can't see it, but I think it looks better now. Yeah, it's much nicer. Also, it really irked me that the text was not centralized and it was really far over to the right hand side or the left hand side, and it was just like, nah, this isn't what I want. So yes, that's that. We're going to keep it like this from now on. But yeah, so we are now welcoming our guests on. So Carter is, I'm guessing, where are you then, Carter? What are you looking at? You're over with Goose. Yes, I see. Have we got everything set up today? Is it all working? Yes, it is. Cool. So this is the desert I've given Goose to set up on. So yeah, we'll see how he goes with that. Yesterday, me and MS Builds suddenly decided to start filling in loads of seas. So there was one big one here that we just decided to fill in, and then went, hang on, let's fill some more in. So we filled all of this in, and then all of this, and then we went, you know what, there's an entire ocean we don't like, let's fill it in. So we filled in this whole ocean here, and yeah, now it's gone, and it's time to put a town in there one day, and that's what MS Builds is going to do with a nice larger town. So I'm being asked there in the chat, how long are we going to build for? I'm going to be on the stream probably until about 11, so a couple more hours. I'm not sure how this building's going to look. I've just not even got a reference for it. I'm literally just building, and then I'll go back around and add some details on, like a chimney or whatnot. But yeah, for me, gardens, I like doing them. I'm just not the best at them. So you'll probably see some repeated patterns and all sorts going on. I tend to just throw bushes and trees around to try and make it feel a bit better. Nice and long, I like it. Yeah, you know, I like to stream, make it worth people's while. Don't think I've put out anywhere I'm streaming tonight. I should probably put it in Discord somewhere. If anyone's on the Discord right now, copy and paste a link into the general chat or something, and let people know I'm on. Oh, thank you. Right, so that goes up one. Just going to do a hipped roof on this. It's got a slight overhang on it, similar to the main building. A lot of like lodge houses and gatehouses would have the same motif. I mean, it's not horrible. Basic is what I was going for, so we'll see how it looks in the end. I'm thinking just put glass straight in like we've done with the rest of the build. Which does mean we got to move all that concrete out again. That's fine. Yeah, okay. It's okay. It's not the best build in the world, but like I said, it's just a little basic lodge. Yeah, that looks better. And I think we'll get rid of these. Oh, thanks guys for posting it. I've just looked in there and seen, oh yeah. Lovely stuff. Going to be watching along on my iPad, so if I'm not as active, that's why. It takes 10 times longer to type it, and you think, yeah, it does, doesn't it? You've got to touch the screen, and that's okay, no worries. I'm just trying out this building here. Ah, hey Soul Bad Guy, how's it going? Welcome back to the stream. I believe you've been to every one of our streams. If you have, that's amazing. Thank you for dedicating your time with us tonight. So there's one thing I like to sort of make sure buildings have is a purpose. But buildings don't always have to look that pretty, especially when they're something like this, where it is just literally to serve the purpose of being a little lodge for someone to live in, so they can open and close the gates. They have a big window here, so they can see out onto there. They've got a window down this side. This would be like the living quarters or something. And that's it. You know, literally, you have no other reason for this building to exist, so it just exists as the purpose of keeping a person warm and dry for when they work in here. So it's not that impressive, but a lot of buildings don't need to be. I think we over worry about having the best looking buildings and the most amazing looking buildings, because at the end of the day, a building needs a purpose. Giant steel works are my favourite ugly builds. Yes, exactly. Builds don't have to be beautiful. You have ugliness in a building because it's industrial, or it just has that purpose. But they help bring out betterness. They help bring out a certain aspect of another building. I'll be listening in the background. Got to go join Goose one day on the grinding application. Yes, I saw your recent build actually in Share Your Builds, and I thought it was really nice. It would be great to see that in, you know, actual colours. I know you desaturated it, which I thought was a really nice technique. Did you do that with the BSL? Because I guess you can do it in the shaders themselves, but I wouldn't really want to risk messing up my colours that I've already got going on there. Today I've been messing around with renders. I've been rendering up Sway Tower and that. I'm going to post those pictures later on this week when I post out the whole time lapse. But I've been playing around with loads of different colours and that. I have an actual BS of well, if you wouldn't mind sharing that with me, that'd be quite nice. That'd be quite nice to get a little feel of how this place would look in sort of sepia tone or black and white. Can do, lovely stuff. Right. Well, that's a little lodge house almost there. A random doorway there. I don't like the pillars at the front, but we can have. Maybe another window here, actually. But yeah, good evening anyone that's just recently joined. Today we're carrying on with our sway tower. My sway tower build. And yeah, just going to crack out the last little bits and bobs of it. So today the main job is just to finish off the gardens of Sway Court, which is the house that owns all the land that the tower was built on. And then we can have it pretty much packaged up and ready to go for a time-lapse later this week. I have been thinking quite hard about how I want to make the format for this really interesting, because currently I'm trying to work out a way of getting more retention, audience retention into my videos. It's not something I'm not completely concerned about it, because I still have, I think, fairly high retention. You know, it's nice, it's good, but I want it better. Maybe some ivy would work to break up the white. Yeah, we're gonna stick some colouring on it, and I'm thinking to pepper even in some other colours into it, but it's gonna have another drain pipe over here, which we can do with this. But yeah, retention on YouTube is a key metric, and it's really hard to try and keep it consistent. Yes, they would definitely pay for the gardening at the house, because it's all part of their garden. It's worth keeping, you know, everyone looking good. We got to do a bit of gardening around here as well, and I can't wait to do the little walled garden. We'll get onto that in a bit. But yeah, so YouTube's made it so retention is one of these really key hotbed points now. So videos are deemed successful on their like viewership, how much you click through onto a video, and then the audience retention. And yeah, my click-through rate is good. Well, I think it's good. It's between 10 and 7% on most videos. It's just a case of keeping up that retention. Well, I don't know. No, it's just one of these conversations I like to just sort of ramble on about, because it's just an interesting point. Ah, the R rate. Yes, the click-through rate, the reproduction rate of the YouTube virus that is my videos. No, God, none of my videos have ever gone viral. Which is, you know, it's okay. I'm still in the early days of doing this. I'm not rushing through YouTube. But yeah, if anything can sort of just be done to help, I don't know, maybe it's the way I speak, maybe it's what I talk about, it's those sorts of things, just to help it go a bit better. Right, I'm gonna stick a little bush in here. So people drive in. Maybe boy opens the gate, and then they carry on up to the main house, up this path here. And then they park up in front of the house in the beautiful garden bit. Probably going to. Well, that's that house done, guys. That was how much work was required for this little cottage, this little lodge, and it was fairly simple. So what I'm going to do with this wall is just carry it on like this for now. I'm going to put a bush up here. Nope, can't do this. Too many people streaming at my house. Oh no. And then, yeah, but most houses of this sort of grandeur would have walls, like an actual brick wall around it rather than a dry stone wall, because they had the money to do it. I'm kind of torn, because I want you to do well, but I also don't want you to get like some of those YouTubers who are all about the Patreon and stuff. Oh no. Yeah, so for me, it's not about the money at all. I'm already in full-time employment, doing a job that I actually love, and having a YouTube as just a bit of a hobby on the side is great. Money will come into it at some point, but it's not nowhere near my main driver for it. So I have a Patreon now. I have someone who's already paid, I think, this week or this month. I can't remember now. And so that's great, but it's not my main driver. My main driver is this project, this Whiteberg project I gotta get going, and for me that is the main goal. So it doesn't really. I say that now, you know, maybe 2 years down the line when I've got 100,000 subscribers or something, I'm like, yeah, you know, more patrons needed. But right now, it's not at all on my even like on my wish list. So adding a little bit of a topper to that wall just to break up the brick a little bit. Going to come back round and put in bits of granite as well, and then stick some bushes up against it. Yes, that is bad for Goose. I'm going to have to try and figure out what we can do about that, because we don't want him not being able to connect. Maybe a large tree would do good at the curved end. Yep, perfect thinking, like I've done down here with this large tree. So let's get this wall in and then we can stick a tree down there. Let's put some. So let's have a look at some trees I have. So let's go into game mode 3. And then we do the schematic list. If MS Builds is watching again, he'll be screaming at me to do oak. So I'm going to do a white oak. just to give that a go. There we go. And paste that with a minus of the air. And it's right behind me, isn't it? Oh, okay, that's not bad position, but yeah. Actually, we might have one there, and then might have one there. I mean, that's a very, very tree-lined road now. Let's go down here and start trimming back some of this bush, so it's canopy. Is that too many trees now? Are we completely lost all view of that? Well, I mean, the house would probably quite concealed, wouldn't it? You want the privacy from within and from without. Lovely tree-lined avenue. Yes, it's rather nice, isn't it? Let's sit some shaders on and have a look at this. Yeah, that is rather nice. You can imagine yourself coming up here in your little horse and carriage, or even just wandering up here. Because this is like a back road between a couple of towns as well. So if we click on the map, we can see I've tried to have it as like a little crossroads, but not a crossroads as such. So this road goes off, it's like a dirt track that connects into the north of Walhampton. This road here connects up to it, and it carries on and stops there. So it's a sort of a back road, and then you go up and then come back down across here, go over a ford or a little bridge, and then across here. Oh wow, so someone's just subscribed. Skittles, thank you for subscribing. You're our 7th or 8th subscription. Perfect, amazing, thank you. And then it carries on out to Milton, so it's like a road to Milton, but then you've got the main road that comes out of Walhampton, up through Durnston, and also goes to Milton. So it's just that way of keeping things flowing. But anyway, we're back to here, and we're having a look at this. So I'm just going to break up these little bushes and these little trees a little bit, But man, oh man, that does look good actually. What's the lies behind the trees over there? That's Sway Court. Don't go in there. That's very rich. Yeah, you don't want to go in there. They'd be very rich in there. But that's what you have, isn't it? You have these sorts of houses where people can see them, but also where they would, you know, hide themselves away a little bit on the main road, but out in the middle of nowhere. Perfect. But yeah, you do be going up this road, up past the tree-lined road with all the hedges, and then you can see it there, and you'd be like, wow, I wonder who lives in there. And you go on down, cap in hand, skipping along the road as you do. Get down to the gate, knock on the gate. Hello, mister. Can I come in? And you go on in, and you get yourself a new role as head gardener or something. Still skipping with your spade in hand. Go to the front door, knock on the front door with your spade. Oh. They come to the door and think you're a madman trying to kill them because you've just wandered up to the house with a spade raised above your head. Turns out you're the new gardener, so they put you to work over there in the walled garden. But I love it. I've probably built it all a little bit too close together, but I think it works scale-wise. I think it's good. Yeah, I don't ever roleplay, but I thought that was a little bit worth it there. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of roleplaying. No, there's a lot wrong with all of it. When I first started this this channel out, and I put up a few videos without any audio or anything like that, and people kept commenting, going, "Oh, this is amazing! I can't wait for you to be finished with this project, so I can come around and do a whole role-playing series in it, where we would film all sorts of scenes and stuff." And I'd be like, "What?" They'd be like, "Yeah, we want this Victorian town to do a role-playing stuff in it." I have heard nothing since then, so don't know what that was about or whether it came with anything or anything like that, but yeah. Do you know what? Role-playing is fun when it's done right. D&D, perfectly fine. Wandering around house in Minecraft, even I find that slightly questionable, but adds a bit of depth. Right. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's get back to this garden. Yeah, so I didn't like it because of when I used to play World of Warcraft, and you had all the role players on there and doing their own thing. And yeah, thoughts on Curse Forge sale? What's that? The part of Twitch that they have with all the mods in the Forge thing. Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that actually a thing? Have I made that up? Oh right, it is that. Okay. I didn't know it was happening, so I cannot comment on that. Right, what I'm going to do here is put some yellow wool down, and this is going to form where the hedge is going to go. So I wanted to texturize the hedge, but I can't be able to do it by hand. So what I'm going to do is place this down. There'll be no edge there, sir. Come around here, give it more edge there. So what's going on with that then, Carter? Yeah, I think that looks about right. But yeah, World of Warcraft role players are a bit on the strange side. I remember going up to the top of the big head outside Ogrenmar, and there were some people just up there sunbathing and doing weird things. I mean, you're already playing World of Warcraft. Why take it that step further? It's a bit much. It will affect some of the streamers' traffic, so you had to launch Twitch to get stream with mod packs. Watch the monetization modding community. Oh right, okay. Yeah, because I did wonder about how modders do make a little bit of monetization with that. So I'm going to put a hedge down this side again. What I'm going to do is come through and just do a brush that has a bit of air in it as well, so it breaks up a few of this. Yeah, I used to play The Sims, the original Sims, like old school proper Sims. But yeah, it's been a long time since I played that. Sims 3 was my last real Sims that I played. Although I did buy Sims 4, and went, what is this mess of a game that has no content in it? And so never played it again. I still own it, but now it goes. And yes, we do be procrastinating from the actual garden by doing hedgerows. Boomer. Oh, I keep getting called a boomer. I am very much not a boomer, although my way of being does seem to offend those of Generation X, Z, Y, J, whatever it is. Such an Americanized thing, I think. Generations, especially naming it in like a proper number. Doing a garden too. Gardens just make builds. Like, the stuff I build is so monolithic sometimes that a bit of greenery, as you can see in front of me, just, it brings it out, it brings it to life. This little house here is now surrounded by trees, and it has a purpose and has a feel to it that just you couldn't get if you say left it like this. So like I am going to do, just put a whole hedgerow down here. We'll take it up to this junction, see what it looks like. The reason I'm not too deep is just because you tend to have quite thick hedgerows. I think I'm the one after millennials, I don't know. So I'm 96 years of age, no, 1996. So whatever that falls into. I guess it's millennials. I can't actually say that word. So excuse me for not being able to pronounce it. But I think it's X after that, or is it Z? Oh yeah, Zoomers, that's it, Z. I'm doing the grounds for that house. Oh yes, that was that was one of my only comments I was going to say. I was like, are you going to garden that? Right, let's take this all the way down. I'm 2004. Wow, to me it strikes me so strange that people of that, like of people being born in the year like 2000 and onwards, they're now in their 20s, some of them, and others are getting close to the end of their teenage years. It's weird. Yeah, Generation Z. Makes me feel old. That's all I'm going to say. Right now they're Generation Alpha. Ooh, that just sounds even worse. It's got that proper dirt road track look to it. I think it... Ew, where will it open up to? Right. Sorry it's not the most enjoyable session of placing down yellow wool with WBC builds. But it will look good once I'm done with this. So I turned 16 this year, and obviously that's probably makes you feel old, but makes me feel old as it's the fact that people born when I was 8 are now 10, and that's why, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I stopped caring once I passed 22. So the last couple of years have just been a blur of how old I am. And with this whole sort of birthdays during lockdown thing as well, it's been a case of not really knowing when you turned a different age or what age you are anymore. There's so many moon cycles now. So anyone out there listen to any podcasts? I don't, but I've always wanted to sort of get into some. Now I know there are some Minecraft related ones out there, but none of it is like building Minecraft related really. Maybe I should start one, I don't know. But I like listening to long playing stuff rather than having to keep switching between songs and music players and that. Age is just a number though, the age of your mind is what really counts, and by that I mean your common sense. Yes, that's a good point. How wise you are. I listen / watch Critical Role, which is surprise surprise D&D podcast. Yes, that's fair enough. Not wrong with that, like. I think podcasts work when you just have a good bunch of people on there who bounce off each other very well. Conversations can flow quite nicely. To me, I'm sort of somewhat getting used to talking to myself more and more here now, which is good, because it's a skill that I guess you kind of need as a YouTuber, being able to talk at your audience without ever having a reply. So yeah, but having people to talk to and with is much preferable. But maybe I'll start doing that. Maybe I should start getting some special guests on to come build with me. That'd be quite nice, actually. Alright, we'll pencil that one into the Discord. Get some people onto these streams so it's not just me blabbering for 7 hours. You're going crazy, WBC. Yeah, well, it does happen. I mean, I am in this room for a very long period of the day, and talking to myself is my only solace. No, it's not. It's fine. I can have conversations with people. I just choose not to. My right finger is really starting to hurt now. I'm just placing down all this wool. I could have probably made a brush for it, but we're too late into it now. Okay, right. Now it's time to do the old switcheroo and turn this from its lovely... Oh, it's a bit from its lovely yellow colour. Oh, I did put that down a little bit lower, didn't I? Probably just best to get it all in there. From this lovely yellow colour to a nice coloured fence, hedge. There we go, that's the one I'm looking for. It's going to look good. So today I saw other people not from my family faces for the first time since lockdown started. Now I wish it would never end. Yeah. Do you know what? It is a weird feeling where we sit indoors and play games all day. To suddenly have that stripped from you again it's a strange one. It's like introvert sort of nightmare. Went to school for the first time in 3 months for it's been 16 weeks now since I last went into the office. I still pretty much talk to everyone every day from work while still working, but to actually see them again, we had like a Zoom pub quiz the other day. Well, months ago now. What felt like the other day, but a few weeks ago, and it was weird just seeing what level of lockdown they got into, like how far had they grown their beard out, how much weight had they lost, that sort of thing. Right, let's do a brush. We'll do a sphere of. I'm gonna say 60%, 18, 12. Then we'll do 10%, 18, 13. Then we'll do 30%, 0. Do that for a brush of 2. And then G mask yellow. Like, you're my teacher, but I don't want to listen to you. Also, the president of Pakistan in 1834. Nobody was, because the president of Pakistan at that time didn't exist, because Pakistan didn't exist. But yeah. Oh no, that's probably a bit. We can go around and fill in those bits where. But I got your hypothetical. I know what you mean. There we go. We got ourselves a hedge. Rant about how I don't like questions as they are pointless. Oh, I see. Right, okay. Yeah, school... it is what it is. You've all got to do it, but at the end of the day, it isn't all that life is. Some people have a bad time. Some people are, afraid to go in and that. But in the end of it all, it's just a part of your life. You've got to do. Once it's over, it's over. You don't have to go back. Yeah, the real world as an adult is much better. Well, it's what you make of it, to be honest. We're getting all philosophy again. It's Monday night. We're not do philosophy on a Monday night. Life advice from WBC Builds. Yeah, I like to just use this platform to help help impart my life stories on people. There's not much to talk about, so spent most of it playing Minecraft. Right, that's a weird thought. I think, what have I done the most over the last 10 years? Yeah, play Minecraft. Right, I like that hedge. That hedge looks good. It's not too high, not too thick. Helps bring this area an even more rustic look to it. Rustic and rural. What do you guys think? Think that the hedge works? I don't know. Let's put it down this side as well and see. Ah, welcome. How's it going? Welcome, Random Builds. How are you today? Stream is stuttering so much for me. It's the same with anyone else. It might be the shaders, so I'll turn those off. It's not looking like it's dropping frames or anything. It's might be a connection. Love the progress so far. Thank you. Which is why I kind of want to be an architect or a civil engineer, like you are. Like you, aren't you? Yes, I'm a civil engineer. So yeah, it's a worthy field of getting yourself into. It's fun, it's interesting, lots of different things going on. Yeah, we're looking good here. This is it's getting that rural feel to it. It's just going to be fenced off. It's just one large big open field. I'll carry that on later on. Let's get back to the gardens and try and finish those off. Right, let me do a bit of a formal garden here. So this path, luckily for me, that's G-mask, so we're not going to have any issues there. Right. So this is going to turn off this way into a 2-wide path. And it can go straight down there. He says 2-wide path while he makes it bigger. Hello, Laurie. How's it going? You're watching from the sky, I see. And what we can do here is make this into like a little... This is where you park your private cars. Not a garage as such. Oh, it could build a garage, but not in the mood for building a garage. So there we go. You come in. You got a little parking area there. Are you specific in civil engineering, like a bridge engineer, or just a general one? Sorry, I don't know the terms. Civil engineering lingo. So I currently, I'm not. You do sometimes, I guess, train for certain roles, like a structural engineer may do a bit more structures or something like that. But at the end of the day, most engineers, most civil engineers are multidisciplinary. You can go between different ideas and different disciplines. So I work in civil aviation. So we do airport design, airport and apron design. So that's what my main role is, designing airports. So it's quite nice to not have to do anything too modern and airport related when I do my builds. Right, round this bit, I'm going to do a bit of podzoon, just break it all in. Going to have a flower bed here, I think. I'll border that off with some polished andesite. Lovely stuff. And I think we'll have another flower bed here. Has Minecraft ever helped you on the job? Well, the answer is, I think they both help each other. So what I do a lot of is CAD work. So I do a lot of drawings and a lot of design work. So the idea is that World Edit somewhat represents how you do stuff in AutoCAD. Mainly the command typing and the 3D aspect of thinking and outside. You've got to try and think your way around problems and get an understanding of what's going on. So the answer is yes, it does help in the job, but it also helps in the game as well. You've got the critical thinking aspects, and then you've also got just spitballing ideas. But I think what has actually happened is my job has made my Minecraft making better. Why do you hate Podzol? It works as like a multi-bit for the base of like a flower bed. So you can always put a bit of bark in there as well. For the real thing, it ruins my crops. Okay, well, okay. That's an interesting one. Yeah, so it's a case of, the quality assurance stuff really does help with how I make my Minecraft videos. It looks nice as long as you put something on it. Oh, I don't want to do that. I see. Okay, thank you for that random build. Well, that's now been immortalised on this video. Right, we're going to go for a little rose garden here. And yeah, you're probably also thinking, do you talk about any of this YouTube stuff at work, or do people at work know about this? And the answer is yes. I don't shut up about it. So everyone does know about what I do. And they like to hear about it, that's the thing. They do like to see how it's going. I can get quite analytical with all of the data that I bring up and that, and I always really think quite deep into it, so it's quite nice. But yeah. So that just helps, again, bring a bit more oomph to the building. Now what we're going to do here is put a little tree. Like a scaped bush or something. I'm trying to make it not look so phallic. But you can tell by this house, someone here... Oh no, we're not going down that route of questioning. Right. So what I might do... oh, what's this going on here then? Oh. Apparently I had to approve that message because of the term I grow. I guess it's maybe talking about something illegal. Ah, hello Hotkey, welcome. So we got a few more of our first timers on. like I said, we're just letting people on now for a bit, so they can come and enjoy the world. Obviously, before all of this whitelisting stuff, it used to be open to the world, open to the public, but that all had to change, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not nice, but I can always rely on a good to help me out. Yeah, build blocks are awful. I go for it so much that it hurts, but you get over it luckily, and you get some inspiration back again. So I wish you luck there, Rolts. Sorry, random builds. Well, depends on how stolen. Download a video and post it and claim it's mine. So I see you already have 2 videos out on your channel, and the third one's going to be just a stolen tutorial from me. Interesting. Well, I mean, there is money in reposting. It's my true calling. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Where's my other brush gone? There we go. By the way, you can call me random rather than random builder. Yeah, it's fine. I always seem to just end up calling people by their full names. But yeah, I'll call you random dude. It's like the thing that we were joking, someone repeats it and gets laughed for. Yeah. Yeah, it's an odd one. Reposting is you know, people claim it helps and all of that, but at the end of the day, that person's getting 21,000 likes from a picture that you made, and you've got maybe 4 followers from it. Right, I'm not sure what I'm doing with this garden, but it's getting somewhere. Does maple syrup belong on eggs? No. This is a repost. Oh yeah, that. Do you know what, that does work? But I 100% of the time always put my my little watermark on it with WBC builds written on it, just to try and deter people. Still ends up there, clear as day. So I'm like, well, you can see it. It's mine. You know, do what you want with it. Now, I've noticed something. The most searched item on YouTube for my channel that gives me the most watch time, that makes sense, is WBC builds. So people are searching my name on YouTube to watch my videos. I think that's amazing, because people don't really care about the watermarks. No, I know they don't. And it's like, but still, it does feed people towards my content. Luckily, if it has got a watermark on it. Right, guys, I'm going to take a quick little break. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere. Right, I'm back. What was it? Made 30 trees this stream. Very nice. Yeah, the last stream was Friday. The other one before that was a Tuesday night. But yeah, so here we go. Let's carry on getting some more random bits and bobs built. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to put a tree in here. Gotta love putting in trees. So let's get back into just game mode 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think to myself, how am I going to build this walled garden? So I've been waiting to post this since you went on a break. So here, have a go. If you're calling me or people by their proper name, please address me as Sir Ryphon, thrice revered, third of my name, commander of the legions of YouTube and defender of this stream. Ah, thank you. Okay. Well, is it to me that makes sense? That's fine. That's a real name. You both copied and pasted it. Okay. Nice one. Thanks, guys. What was I going to say? Yes. Where is the birch tree? Yeah, if you want like my guy's full name in this game, it's like Lord Mayor of Walhampton, the Duke of Sussex, twice removed, 4 times replaced, or something. I can't remember what I wrote. I wrote it in the Discord once. And everyone sort of sat back and never said anything about it, and I was like, okay. But it's always good to have a full-on name when you're sort of English with a title like that. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, that's pretty. Right, we'll do that over here. Get that by the fence. There we go. That just brings this area in. I'll stop now. So yes, I see there's a few people left in the chat. Gonna probably get another hour out of me before I do need to go to sleep. What we are doing is just carrying on getting this place finished. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with it. Let's just put some bushes and fences and hedges in and see what we get to. The walled garden, just going to put some flower beds in there. Flower beds and vegetable beds. Why didn't I make tree schematics? Yeah, they are the most handiest things ever. Because you can just go, right, I'm having that tree, and you're placing it back down again. Making custom trees is boring. Especially when you can just copy and paste them. Do you know of any good estates for garden reference? Oh, they're all pretty subjective. Not off the top of my head. Maybe Kingston Lacey. But, Hinton Ampner. The Vine. I'm just naming ones I've been to. I've made 3 trees this stream. Oh, 30. Wow. I've copied and pasted about 5. I think we're going to stick with this sort of grass path motif for the actual pathways for this building. Oh. Do an herb garden, as we call them in Gloucestershire. Yeah, I'll do an herb garden. Ah, welcome back, Goose. Those aren't words, but they'll work. Catch my drift. And then you go up this path. Never seen that command before. That's what happens when you can't see your keyboard because your microphone's in the way. Used to be much worse with my old mic. At least this mic I can actually see somewhat of my keys. That's what I don't tell you when you start streaming or to start playing games with microphones. Right, what I'm going to do here is this. Didn't know you speak enchantment table. Yeah. It's that long lost language of the enchantment table. yeah, I'm not going to lie, guys. It has actually been really nice to have you lot here as company with these, you know, throughout this whole streaming series and session, because it is fun. It's just nice chatting away to you lot about very, very random stuff and things. So, thank you. Put another staircase there. This path goes straight off like that. Is the server not whitelisted? No, the server is whitelisted. We just got new people on. New guests who are now allowed on. Oh, and new builders as well. Yeah, now active members of our Discord and Twitch community and all sorts are allowed to come on, and it'll be on a monthly review of how long we keep you on there for. Yeah, and you random as well, because you gave me that lovely piece of ornament I wear on my head. Just as a spectator. Yes, so these guys who are guests can only come on in the same capacity as well. But that's the permissions I've already got set up, so that's all right. Where it was open to the public before, we did have a lot of violators who would come on and just sit there and film replays and go off and rebuild our stuff, or moan at me for not making my schematics available for them to put into Litematica and for them to be able to build it themselves. I was like, what? Why should I? But hey ho. People who just want things on a, you know, given to them. Yeah, I would be, so if I could actually work the damn game. Sorry, I said a bad word. What? I don't understand why you can't join. The whitelist is now available for you to come on, so it should be alright. Do I still have it? Yeah, it's right there, along with the other one. I took it off because I was recording a video the other day. Don't be me. So I'm not really sure what I've done with this garden, but we're gonna go with it, and we're gonna say it was planned. Because as I've told you all evening, I want to build this walled garden and put some bushes around by the other sway tower. How does one change a biome? Make a selection and then do the old set biome. Can't type. Biome command. It doesn't take effect. What's going on over here then? Fwip used to post his old build. He recently found out a big server, a couple of thousand players, had their hub as one of his builds with bad credit, and he doesn't make any money from it, whilst the server is making. Yes, exactly. The command is set biome, and then you want plains. That's as simple as that. Yes, and this is why I will never post download for anything. Because people are just out there to make money for themselves from other people's works. Happened to a friend of mine, ADcraft. He's only a small YouTuber at the time as well, and suddenly he makes this never update video, and had loads of nice, really interesting tips and tricks for building. And this is when it all first came out before the proper new blocks were introduced. And this French YouTuber found aided and posted it on Planet Minecraft, because doing so, posting stuff like that on Planet Minecraft does get you a bit more exposure. So I guess it was an innocent thing to do. Anyway, this French YouTuber who's had like 30,000 subscribers took it, used it, didn't credit him, made a whole video on it, and he found it by chance, and he then tagged a lot of people in it on Twitter, like bigger YouTubers, just to try and get a bit of clout in there. And it seemed to work, and he managed to get the other guy to take it back down and all of that, but we'll put credit for him. But still, it's just, the damage is done, it's pointless. Yeah. And then we have all the reposters on Instagram. All of them. Every single one of them out there. Making money from other people's works. Selling merch because they've been reposting so much, people know their brand. Oh, we're doing you a service. No, you're not. It's alright, I love preaching about reposters on here. Lol just searched up on YouTube Clubhouse. One of the YouTubes is my tutorial when I work with some other YouTubers. How annoying. I've also put loads of paths, and I don't know if I like this now. It feels like a very tiered garden, but I think if we put a few bushes around here, it's got that sort of... As I said, I'm not very good with gardens. We are kind of rushing this build now, because in my schedule I kind of need to have it done tonight, so I can start making time lapses on it tomorrow. There goes this nice little patch to walk onto and sit down on your little wicker table. I love building these. I don't know where I got the idea for them from, but they're just so nice. Lovely tiered garden. Yes, thank you. Yeah, so it happens, and it's annoying. It happens because people are just... So in my mind, if I haven't built something, if I didn't create it, I don't feel any pleasure from using it for anything. For me, I have to build my own stuff, like, because that's just how I operate. That's what I do. So it just shocks me that people are out there who really have no scruples when it comes to that. Benches are great for gardens. Yes, benches are great for gardens. I think what I'm going to do is put a bit of a mowed lawn in here. Right. Yesterday I had an encounter with one of the dumbest reposters. He cut down my watermark. Oh god. And literally hit the credit with the hashtags. Wow. I say it's free exposure for him, but not for me. And he starts something like that, and I make myself look dumb. Oh yeah, it's the really low level accounts who are doing the reposting as well. Sometimes it's just like, mate, have you seen that you have 200 followers and you're reposting some of my work? I'm not massive on Instagram, but I've now got, I think I've got nearly 2,500 followers on Instagram. So it's not like I need that little bit of exposure from a 200. Anyway, I'm not trying to be mean on people, but it's a case of, come on, what's the point? Who's this benefiting? Clearly you. Freshly mowed lawn, because hey, they can do, because they're worth it. Yeah, I mean, either I'm not mean, it's just support the small creators, but not reposters, no. I have more followers and then what? What, you have more followers than myself? Nah, get out of it. Right, we're going to mow this one this way, get a bit of variety in that. No, falling through that. No, that repost. I was gonna say, are you a content creator that I don't know about? You're just hiding there in the wings, stealing stuff. Right, put a few more bushes down. You know, gardens take a lot longer than I was sort of anticipating. Really must put that into my schedule a bit harder. Another's going to repost. Yeah, I see that a lot, and it is a case of just, really, are people that sort of naive to think that this person's built all of this stuff? Sometimes it's absolutely mega projects, sometimes it's stuff that, you know, you see all over Instagram that day, and for some reason people end up believing it's them. Okay, well, there's an interesting garden. I wouldn't say it's one of my best, but I like it. Gonna go around with a bit of bone meal now and just decorate a few corners. I DM'd him if he wants to repost my content that he should use this is a repost template and give credit. And yeah. And there's no way of like countering it, because the argument people give, like the followers of these accounts go, yeah, but what does it matter? I'm still seeing content. I don't care who made it. It does, and I think in the future it will come. YouTube, I think, is taking a bit more of a harder line against it, but it doesn't benefit them to stop these people, and that is the sad truth. Okay, well that's a strange looking garden, but I like it. See what it looks like on the map. Yeah, it looks good. Looks all right. Might have overcooked a lot of this, but we're going to finish up the sway tower middle or senior or smaller one, and then let's just quickly do this while I'm thinking about it still. So you come in, you walk around this little path on the edge. Should we do too wide? So the last walled garden I went to was on Lindisfarne Island up in Northumberland, and we've been to a castle there, or the castle there on the island, and it had been sunny all day. It was fine, and then suddenly the heavens decided to open the moment we were in this walled garden, and there was nowhere to shelter. So we looked around the garden in the pouring rain, going, "Yeah, that's a lovely urban spice there." Insta prefers them over us. They have 20. So yeah, exactly. It's the same with YouTube, really. YouTube goes, well, they're making us money because they're making us views. Why should we care? And the answer is they shouldn't, and it's the sad truth. But yeah, we used to have a walled garden at my secondary school, and it was actually recently the site of a heated debate over keeping pigs at school and a vegan. I think it even made national headlines, but yeah. Yeah, but on YouTube they can't steal your videos. You can copyright, try again. Yes, you can, as long as you find it. That's the thing. You do have to find your content. So for smaller people, it's really hard to police that sort of thing. Put a serial number on it. Well, surely putting your own little what's it called, like watermark on it stops that. Yeah, it's you would hope things would change, but wow, managed to divide that perfectly. Set tilde. What's the word? Hode. Farm. There we go. Okay, hang on. Can you not irrigate from underground then? Is this something I've never seen? I'm sure you get notified when someone reposts your video. YouTube has some things for it. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's never happened to me, so. Is there a way to keep farmland fertile forever? What have I missed? Ah, MS Builds. Hello, welcome. You have missed a lovely tiered garden that I've built at the back of the house. A little gatehouse down here. Just some tidying and sorting. We've put a thing up in here. Got a fence going on, well, a hedge going on. Why does it keep disappearing then? Why have I lost all my fields? What command am I doing wrong? Is it set like 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4? If you put wheat on the farm, it doesn't turn into dirt. Oh, okay. Data tag on the we command. What? Right, well let's quickly put carrots down at all then. There must be an easier way than this. Seven is the most irrigated state. What's the code for farmland? Farmland data tag 7, okay. Yeah, I think I've just written that out wrong. How'd you add that 7? Is that square brackets? Right. See, I'm very unused to using these newer. Let's quickly get the. I don't want raw beef. Oh no. Beetroot seeds. Beetroot seeds. Where are the beetroot seeds? Where are they at? This build says done it. Yeah. Then brush the crop over with mask farmland. Yeah. I like to place it by hand just to keep things real. Like getting a bit of dirt under my nails, you know, that sort of thing. But what I am going to do is just select that and select that. Or select that and then just... I think I plant those wheat fields by hand. Yeah, exactly. It's worth it in the end. Gonna have carrots for days, I think. Roleplay alert. We're gonna have that as like a meme now in this Discord. Let's get some potatoes. So I'm gonna build the wall up around this a bit more, and then just get to placing the last final trees. Farming Simulator. Yeah, this is Farming Simulator 2020. You've currently found me in the walled garden of a nice big mansion. We're going to get a tractor through here in a minute and see what we do. Perfect. And now for a little bit of extra detail, we could put in some barrels. Don't know what else. What's the other thing I'm looking for? Composter. And hopefully some villagers can come over and start working. Well, that's an interesting state of affairs. What have I done there? No. Right, anyway, hello Pickle Buzz, how's it going? Did you check out my field wall garden at Hambridge Hall? I did not, actually, because we haven't toured Hambridge yet, which is kind of something I need to do soon. But anyway, how's it going, Pickle Buzz? It's been a while. We are building some walled gardens in the big manor house here up at Sway Tower. So there's one tower, and there's the second tower. So yeah, just chilling out around here, getting the final touches done. This place should be finished tonight. Just want to finish off this hedge down there. I think I'll leave this river section open, put a bit of bushes around there. I find the best details for farms is adding a small ferns in patches that look like weeds. Okay. Oh, I thought I was going to land on one then to put one down. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. So we'll do the same here. I've had a week away from gaming and social media. Wow, how's that been? That sounds pretty tough. Right, I'm going to set that as 45 and granite. Same round here. Gotta love a manor walled garden. You have to wait for the plants to grow and then it looks the best. Okay, well. We will do it like that for new. So what I'm going to do is here. Just going to build a quick little section like this. And this can be like a small shed, I guess. Get a bit of stone at the bottom there. Sorry, I'm just having a little think how I want to do this. Very basic sort of floor. No, I much prefer andesite. Place to shelter during storms. Exactly, the bit that we lacked. Although they did have like a little shelter, but we couldn't get into it because someone had already commandeered it. There we go. Oh, that's quite nice. I'm gonna put a little spruce door on there. I want to move this one back by a block and this one as well. How dare they? I know. It's like they were the only ones there. Silly people. And we had a dog and some wet people. We wanted to get in there as well. Right, let's get this sorted. Lovely stuff. This path, I'm not sure where I'm going to take it. It might just go off out the back gate over there. He says without actually having a back gate. But let's go put a back gate in. Maybe add some window slits using slabs. I don't think it needs a window. It's just one of those little sheds. Well, that's my first walled garden, and I'm over the moon with it. So I'm going to put a bit of leafage up on the side. That's not the leaves I wanted. Where be the birch? Maybe the birch. For aeration. Nah, this place was built in the 1700s. No one understands air. Gonna get me old. Otherwise, it smells like manure. Maybe that's a favourable smell to what the people smell like. Why let them breathe inside when they should be working outside? Yeah, it's not actually like it's not a living shed. It's just a potter's shed or a tool shed. Right, let's see what I've got in my old paste-o-matic. Hmm. It's not what I wanted to do. Right, let's do the old schematic list. See what the beach large will do for me. Art addition of the wall garden, very English. Yeah, we've obviously got quite... Oh no! It's obviously quite a mix match between styles here, because we've got the Indian influenced tower, we've got the Italian influenced house, and also got another Italian / Indian influenced tower, some small little cottages. So we need something to bring it all together, so you know you're actually on an English manor and not somewhere in the Tuscany. Right. So, I'm not sure how to finish this garden off, but I think I'm going to take the wall. Down here. So, we're going to come back for in a minute and just put a bit of texture into this wall. Yeah, we don't want people sitting around drinking tea all day in their sheds. No, there's work to be done. This is definitely a manor I would love to live in. I mean, I do actually have several around Walhampton and Whiteberg that I say this about, but this is definitely one I would choose. Be it Duke of Sussex can just flow about the place. When it comes to the river, what I've never really known what to do when a wall comes to a river. Do you take it all the way up to the river? Do you sort of leave the river? I don't know. So what I'm going to do is just take it up to the river. And so you know it's the Sway Manor estate or the Sway Tower estate. We're going to do the old capping of it with a bit of diorite. Usually I think there's a wall along the river. Yeah, okay. I don't particularly want to landscape that cove, I like it. Take it up to this hillock and see. This is my estate, and we're going to build this hill up as far as we can go. I also don't want to destroy all the sunflowers. So we're going to build a wall now. It's going to be the best wall, the greatest wall. Oh, sorry guys, I want to stay, but I have to get some shut-eye for school tomorrow. We'll be enjoying the rest of the stream when it comes out. Looking forward to it, I'm sure. Yeah, we haven't really got too much longer left. Probably about 20 minutes. Oh, I didn't want to do any landscaping with the river, but I might have to now. Who else is on? No one, it's just lagging. Oh, it's not apparently. Apparently I can't do things. Right. Sorry guys, my voice is like on its way out tonight, so let's just get this little bit done. Get a bucket of water. Right. Right, so I'm doing this to make this wall make a bit more sense, because at the moment it's just a very higgledy-piggledy wall and I don't like it, so we're doing what Carter suggested and taking it up to the river's edge. Yeah, if everyone's wondering, the stream will be out tomorrow lunchtime-ish, just to fill that gap between Saturday uploads and the week. So hopefully you guys watch back if you wish to see what you've missed. Much better. Right. So that comes round. I guess we should probably build the wall down from here. Seven more trees. Nice. You're on a tree page. That was awful. You building them by hand still? Right, and then the edge could be here. That's a noble task. I like messier trees. Yeah, so do I. I like these. These are fairly messy. Right, let's just get this wall done and then we can carry on with putting some trees down and then we'll call it there. I also prep a version of the BSL shaders you wanted to take a look at. Yes, thank you. That'd be great, thanks. That'd be really nice to see how that looks. Just because it's from what I saw of your pictures, I think you posted one a while ago as well of was it a theatre? Did the similar technique for that. That looked quite good. Yeah, the theatre, yeah. Okay, so Sway Court Estate is now fully encased in a wall. What's the word? Enclosed, that's it. It's now fully enclosed in a wall. To go around and just add an extra layer to it, and then we can paint it granite. That's quite a nice substantial estate. That little patch there needs to have some trees in it, so let's crack on and get this final bit done. Two high walls are always fairly good. Can I do that? Let's have a look. BR sphere 45 granite. Let's just do all 45 at a second. Let's do 10, and then if I do a G mask of greater than 45, yay! Okay, hang on. So I'm gonna do 5 of those. Let's not place it as 45 then. Let's place it as blue. There we go. Lovely stuff. Right. So what this is doing is just obviously painting the tops of these walls with blue. I come back round and put this all as I can't remember the word, bricks and granite in a minute. So using that tree there as a boundary. So this is a different field, not part of the main estate. So now what I'm going to do is go back round and do that, but I'm going to do a G mask of 45 and just paint all of that so we can get a nice evening covering of granite around there. Well, then it can be so useful sometimes. What do I mean sometimes? It's always useful. Right. And now 45. Could do an even spread, I think. Give that size of 10. And then G mask blue. And hey presto, we got ourselves a wall. That we can paint from a distance. Ah, oh, love it. Oh, I may have accidentally undid this bit. Right, that's fine. Fill that back in. Oh, yeah, sorry guys, I've seemed to have forgot I was streaming. What are we looking at? Good 2 hours. Okay, perfect. Always like a nice longish stream. So I always like to go back around and just break the long grass, because otherwise it's like 2 meters high. It's really long, so it looks a bit better when it's been somewhat kept. So I'm going to put a couple of gates in round here. I think we're going to have one down here. Do whatever we did up here. Oh yeah, it was just like a little... And then inside that, just going to put a spruce door. Oh yeah, put the G-mask off, right. Oh, okay, G-mask back on. Forgot we didn't do the whole wall. Yeah. There we go, carry on painting that round. And what I've also noticed is we haven't actually done the rest of this hedge. So let's get back to that quickly. So BR 18. 12. Can I give that? What did I give it last time? 60, I think. And then 18. Let's go for 10% of that. Actually 20%. 20%, 18, 14, and that should give us birch, and then 20%, 0. We do need to give it a actual name, so a sphere. Should get that too, right. G-mask yellow. Perfect. So World Edit just gives me a bit more confidence in the way I build. Without it, I can still do stuff. It just take me a lot longer, but with it, it just helps. Does help bring that confidence. A lot of people sort of claim builders hide behind World Edit, but not at all. So that recent Victorian Second Empire house I built, that was all built without any World Edit whatsoever. I didn't even test it anywhere with World Edit. It was just a building I built off my own back. Excellent. Right. Okay, I'm going to put a big tree here, I think, just down here behind the tower, so... I'll do a couple of these. So let's do a schematic. Go for a large alder. Where have you gone? Where have you gone? Where have you gone? Oh, is there a G-mask on still? Yeah. Ooh, almost perfect, right. That just takes away that area a little bit, which is what I want, right. Let's G-mask off again. I want to go back to game mode 1, there we go. So going to do a little bit more mowed lawns, I think. This whole thing here is a mowed lawn. I think we'll carry on, yeah. Take it up to this tree. Lovely stuff. So I think this build is pretty much done. It's definitely ready for me to make a video on, which is what I want to take it up to. But I've actually had so much fun building not just a monument that I really love, but the whole landscape around it. It's been quite a challenge for me. I just build towns. I've only really ever built towns until I started doing a bit of rural work around the train tracks. And then it made me go, you know what, let's build a whole little hamlet up here. Let's do that one thing I've wanted to do for a long time. And build Sway Tower. And you know what, guys, I built Sway Tower, and I built the second one, and I built another tower. I built all the towers. So I think along here we'll probably just put a couple of bushes. Like a sort of hedgerow along here. Yeah. I'm not a landscape architect. I did do a little bit of shadowing with landscape architects once upon a time. It was a bit of fun. It turned out very well. Yes, it has. It really has turned out quite nicely. It's another comfort zone I've pushed myself out of, luckily. So I'm still learning this style. For me, it's all new. There's so much to do in it, and it's so much fun. Don't worry, guys. I will teach you the do's and don'ts. I do want to do some guides and that on it, but ain't ready yet though. So with this, it's going to come down. There'll be another gate over here. Lots of gates. I like gates. This will open up onto the other part of their estate, which is just like a big open field, which we won't be building today. Right, let's go put a little bit of detailing around the base here. Always good to detail the base. And then I'm going to come through here again. I don't know why I've got a bucket of water still. And just bone meal up the place. Make it look a little bit, it's like a wild meadow this side. Oh yeah, that was going down there, so. Nice one, nice one. Guess it can also go off this way as well. Just like making paths. Paths are always fun. Ah, Goose is back again. Lovely stuff. Right, so anyone just joining back in or still here, we are just finishing off Sway Tower tonight. I'm getting tired, you can see, but I'm just spamming random commands now. But almost done. Almost ready to do the final little walk around with some shaders on. And obviously I'm going to do quite a nice refined video on this for the weekend, so please stick around for that. Like how I keep plugging my videos to the same people. You know how it goes. There we go. What a lovely garden. Let's carry on mowing this lawn a little bit more. Right, I'm going to quickly do something with this, which is just going to be a hedge. Excellent. And then just make this corner a little bit nicer. Strip away some of that. Strip away some of this. And then just quickly open up the place, make it look a bit rough and ready. Do the same with in here. And you know what, guys? I think he says as he keeps finding new things to do. I think I'm happy with it. Yep, I'm very happy with this. So let's take a quick look at this place in shaders and then we'll call it there. But thanks for sticking around for the journey. We've had quite a bit of fun actually. It's been really, really nice building this place. It's huge. So we started off just building the tower. We've now ended with an entire estate with a nice formal garden, a little walled garden, and then this garden at the front here, which I may put a bit more in quickly. Just a little bit of foliage, a little bit of grass. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff indeed. Okay, right. I keep stalling. Yes, I know I keep stalling because I don't want it to be over. You know when you have a project you've been working on for a little while, and it's been the one thing that keeps you going. This has been my sort of little project. It's alright, I've got so much more to carry on with. Walhampton needs to be built. Sutton needs to get started. Dunstan needs to get started. And I'm going to do another 1.16 Nether Victorian house build again. Not in the Nether, but another tutorial, I think. Might as well get some more out while the iron's hot, as they say. Right, anyway, that looks nice. A few little flowers in there. We got this nice fence. Okay, right, it's time to turn the shaders on. Let's turn the shaders on. And we're going to put the P time to... Let's do it at an 8 AM shot. Right, let's have a little wander around, shall we, guys? So this is known as Flexford Lane, and that's what the real life lane is called with this place. If you walk up here, we come to this beautiful, beautiful tree-lined little alleyway. I've got depth of field on, but I think it works. This lovely cottage built by MS Builds, thank you sir. But you've got all of these trees around here which just help bring you in, keep you grounded, make you feel like you're somewhere fancy. So let's walk on into Sway Court, shall we? Come around here, come into the extensive drive, and then you've got this big, open, flat-faced building which is greeting you. This is the sort of service side of the 18th century house. You can see where the extensions were built on. There we go. So let's go on round to the actual business side. You've got more trees over there in the distance. Trees just help bring it in, and then you have it. The first tower, the prototype tower. Sway Tower Mark 1. You can see it there. I want to go into the little garden and have a look here. Look at this place. Do you know what, this makes me so happy? This is just how you sort of expect to see an English manor house. Random follies lying around. Towers, bricks. And then cabbages and potatoes swaying in the breeze. Oh, I'm so happy. And then you keep catching glimpses. I've got to do this all again on camera for when we do our little showcase around here. But coming around to the actual back end of the house, got some nice mowed lawns, the tower itself. Come on then, should we climb up the tower here? This one's actually got stairs, isn't it? I think I'm going to do a little joke when we get to the other one and just say several hours later as I'm running up the stairs. But you've got these little windows here. Just give you a little look out. It's really nice how this is starting to come together. I think granite in the walls just give it that look that it just needs. So here we are. Look at this view up here. It might be too many paths. Might have put too many paths in, but it doesn't matter now. There we go, guys. Look at this place. We got more over here. We got the farm that Limbo built. But let's jump on down. Have a look at the back side of this house. Ah, I do love it. The big bay window there. The veranda. Come out here. Look over there. Look at your afternoon sun. You got the terraced garden. Lovely stuff. Right. Let's go on round to the little road. This is Burrows Lane in real life. We'll call it that here as well. And then walk our way up to the tower, and you can see it behind the trees. Man, oh man, the trees work so well this place. Yeah, I was just having one last look at the garden to go, yeah, that looks alright. So we've got a little tree line path there of Flexford. And then we've got these two little cottages. So this is just a worker's cottage. Oh, obviously we've got the other big house that MS Builds built. And then we have the tower keeper's cottages. And there's the tower. So let's go admire it from the gate, shall we? So remember, we've got the gardens done around here, which was really nice. Little gate at the back there. Everything just works so well. I'm impressed with myself, to be honest. I don't usually do for whole builds, but there it is. Let's pan backwards a little bit. But yeah, guys, thanks for sticking around for this stream tonight. It's been a bit of a short one, bit of a fun one. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. So, video for this will be out on Saturday if I get around to making it, which I will. I have all week now, so I should definitely get on with it. But yes, thank you all for tuning in today. I will see you again on Friday night for another stream where we will be carrying on with the museum. So, I'll see you then.